depressing, sad, low, empty, pointless. My mother always told me, junk in, junk out. You know, man, I was born and raised for 10 years in South Central Los Angeles. Pretty rough area. My mom always made sure that I knew some kind of, she always made sure that I knew who God was. We didn't even have gas, you know what I mean? We couldn't even cook food, you know what I mean? I had to buy a lot of non-perishable food and things like that. And I said, if this God that my mom is talking about, if he really loves us, why are we suffering like this, when the people across town are, living large and everything? From that point, I got involved with a lot of terrible people, especially when I moved down here, when I moved to Oklahoma. I got involved in different things. Did drugs for a little while, hanging out with girls I shouldn't have hung out with, and it was the addictions, the different addictions that I had that really shaped who I was, and I pulled so much farther away than I should have. My youngest brother, Brayhan, he's 10 right now, but I just really was coming off of a high from popping some pills, and he looked at me one day. I was laying down. He looked at me. He said, AJ, I want to be just like you when I grow up. I said, hey, that's great, man, but I want you to be better than me. The main thing that really when I hit rock bottom was the day after I graduated. I was put in the hospital. I had meningitis, and the doctors, they looked at me and they said, man, if you would have waited probably another day, you would have died. And hearing that, it really floored me. He said, we figured out you got meningitis from the mumps, but we can't figure out where you got the mumps from. He said, we wrote special case on your file. And I remember at that point, I remember hearing a voice in my head, saying, I'm not done with you yet. Around that time, I would think, I was very prideful, still very prideful, saying, well, hey, I got through this, I can get through anything. 6 months after that, I read a Bible verse, and I was talking to my friend about it, and they said, dang, AJ, you should be a pastor, man. You should do something like that. And I said, nah, quit playing. And then that voice, same voice that came to me in the hospital bed, came to me in the car, while we're driving. And that voice said, how much longer are you going to keep running from me? I said, all right, I'm here, Jesus. When that voice talks, you got to listen. Elevate, man, my first Sunday here, man. Elevate. It was, feeling genuine. That's a feeling that you can't really capture many places. Being here, being in that position as a leader, I wouldn't trade it for the world. I wouldn't trade the experience for the world. I wouldn't trade that youth group. They've helped me become a better older brother for my younger siblings. You know what I mean? Changed, fulfilled, purposeful, joyful. Probably most important of all, it was directed. I had some kind of direction in my life.